Good day, everyone. So it's time for an update. And as you can tell, if I look excited, it's because I am excited. Okay, so y'all know that I purposely set out to add carbs back to my diet and very quickly, extremely quickly, like Twilight Zone quickly, 2 weeks, a little over 2 weeks, gained 25 pounds. Now, yes, we all know that you can't gain 25 pounds of fat in 2 weeks, right? That's what we've always been told. That's what we've always heard. That's what we've always believed. I know myself that I one time was gaining a pound a day, so that's probably what I was expecting to happen. But I put on 25. The first 7 fell off. I know this is repetitious if you watched the last videos, but just in case you haven't, I want to make sure I get you up to date here. So the first 7 pounds, boom, just water weight, gone. I mean, I can even tell you that I know I was peeing my brains out, so I know that it was water weight. The next 18, they were clingy. They were like, you're my best friend. I don't want to leave you. Don't make us leave. They were clinging on hard. I was thinking, oh, shit. I didn't want to have to work that hard at it. I'm 62. I don't have the metabolism of a 20-something or a 30-something or even a 40-something-year-old. I have the metabolism of a 62-year-old, which is probably better than most because of the supplements I take and the way I normally eat and the exercise I get. But still, it's the metabolism of a 62-year-old. I was thinking, oh God, why did I do this, man? I was just berating myself, right? Lost the first pound. I was thinking, okay, that's 1 down. Now I've lost 8 out of the 25, right? 17 to go. And I'm just kind of stressing, which raises the cortisol, makes it even harder to flush off those pounds. It's like, what in the hell was I thinking, right, guys? Oh, you would not believe the conversations that have been going on up in this brain. So last Monday, we fast every Monday. It's like we do it as a group. We have a group, and our group fasts every Monday. My husband and I have been fasting every Monday for a heck of a long time, ever since I met Patty Braggs down in California and became friends with her back in the day. And she was just like, you have to fast every Monday. You have to. That's something her and her dad did their whole lives, and they lived to be old, both of them. Anyway, she's gone now. Bless her. I miss her. I miss being able to ask her questions and stuff. That's, anyway. So on Monday last week, and I know a lot of people can't do this or won't do this or whatever. Most people, when they fast, they'll try to stay out of the kitchen and away from food. That's when I meal prep. I know it sounds crazy, but it works for me. So last Monday, I got serious. I meal prepped all the sauces I needed for the week, all zero carb to 1 carb at the most, all the sauces I needed, a bunch of tofu products or different meal type things, all the bread products I would need for the week, like chaffles, a loaf of my low carb, it's 1 carb per slice bread. I set myself up. I made myself some raspberry jam that has nothing in it. You just cook your raspberries down until they thicken and you have jam, right? And I add a little bit of stevia if I need sweetener. So I got everything ready for last week, right? And I mean, I was serious as a heart attack. I would get my 90 grams of protein a day. I had it all planned out, but I was sticking to these foods that were all of my low carb foods are like 2 carbs, 1 carb, and 0 carb. Yes, I have 0 carb foods in my kitchen. So it was going to be a really low carb week for me, right? And crossed my fingers. And normally I weigh every day, and I always tell people to weigh every day because I just believe that what you don't track, you can't change. And for me, it's always worked for me that way. But I decided because it was stressing me out, being so many more pounds overweight, plus I needed some new scales. My scales were acting wonky. Like one day they weighed me at 121. And when you're weighing in the 160s and you weigh at 121, it's like, I know these scales are not working right. So I had ordered the new scales, and I just decided to stay off the scales for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I weighed on Saturday. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. -5. Yes, I'm very pleased because now I only got 12 more to get back to normal, and it seems so much more doable. And tomorrow is our fasting day, and I've got my prep work plan for the week. I'm telling you guys, here is my number 1 best tip ever. Prepare. Know what your non-negotiables are. I have said know your non-negotiables since the day I started this. Seriously, I knew that I could not give up bread products and bread long term. I knew that would never happen. But how could I have bread, cupcakes, pancakes, biscuits, tortillas, um, Indian fry bread, the kind of bread that you have curry? How could I have all of those? Focaccia, our favorite. We like that bread. Remember that old cheesy focaccia? And it had the cheese and it had jalapeno cheese bread. I knew that I would not give all those things up for life. Those are life to me. That is life to me, is those breads. I have to have them. I love pancakes. I am a pancake. Oh, you just have no idea. I love wraps. But I love, apparently, flour products. But I knew I could never have white flour again. And my little 2-week episode here lately proved I could never have white flour in my life. It just can't be a part of my life. The good news for me, I love my low carb bread. I like chaffles plenty good enough to use them for most things. They make hamburger buns, toasties. You can make strawberry shortcake out of them. They do all kinds of things. So I knew that, those are helpful. I've learned how to make jalapeno cheesy biscuits and breads. I've learned how to make loaves of bread so I can have slices when I want them. And I can also make croutons out of them, and I can make cereal out of my bread. I know I need to do some videos. I got to get you guys caught up on all this stuff because this stuff seems to be more important than anything else. But knowing my non-negotiables going in helped me figure out what my overall plan had to be. I had to have desserts. We are a dessert-loving family. I used to make things like pineapple upside down cake. That's not what our desserts look like anymore. But you know what? I have figured out how to make us little single-serve pineapple upside down cakes. Yeah, you could figure any of this stuff out and still make it low carb. You have to figure out I don't even know how many low carb flours and substitutions and things there are out there now, but like bamboo flour is a thing, bamboo fiber, and it's 0 carbs because it's 6 grams of carbs and 6 grams of fiber, which gives you a net of 0. And it started out that they were just using it by adding it into things. And now there's like a channel called Bamboo Love, giving you a little shout out, Bamboo Love, where you can go and you can learn to make things that have 0 carbs. Okay. And if you are vegan like I am, instead of using eggs like they do, you just supply it with, you use your Just Egg, or you use whatever, flaxseed or whatever you've got that works. Yeah, it's crazy, but you got to know your non-negotiables ahead of time. And then you have to prep those things, because let's say that you're like, oh yeah, I love the low carb, baked bread that you let it rise for 90 minutes, the whole thing, right? But you don't make it. So now you're craving these things. You don't have no chaffles in the freezer. You don't have no bread in the refrigerator. You don't have no way to bake the biscuits. You don't have the flours that you need to make the cookies or whatever it is. I made a cookie this weekend, made the recipe from scratch, boom, out of my head. Well, Friday night, actually, we had a girls' pajama and movie night, and I made a cookie called the Everything Cookie that I am going to be doing a video on because it is amazing. This cookie is so good. So I will be doing a video coming up on the Everything Cookie. So good. So once you've learned how to do these things and make these things and get yourself set up for success, this really isn't hard anymore. Even if I'm going someplace, I can grab a few of my Everything cookies now for my own dessert, stick them in my pocket, in a bag, whatever. I've always got foods I can take. I'm getting ready to go to 2 different functions here coming up in the next few weeks that involve food. And I'm going to be taking my new purple sourdough bread because it's so much fun, and it's totally edible, and it's just fun to look at. I'm going to be taking that. I'm going to be taking this cheesy, gooey dip thing that I made up out of the top of my head. I promise I'm making videos. I am making videos. The reason I think I hesitate so often to make videos on how to do all the bread stuff, how to do the desserts, how to do all that stuff, is because I don't have a good camera setup. And I don't have the money to invest in a camera setup right now. I just don't. I don't have a big enough following to justify, hey, honey, I'm going to spend $1,000 for a camera and a tripod and all these things I need, right? I can't justify that. So this channel is a free channel. I'm not making anything off this. I'm just doing this for the fun of it. Anyway, I am going to do some videos. I want you guys to have the video for the Everything Cookie. I want you to know how to do some of these breads and these easy things like that. So I will get to it, I promise. Okay? I'm going to be doing that coming up shortly. The everything cookie's coming really fast because a lot of people want that video. But anyway, I'm very happy. The weight's coming off. Whew. Glad we got that under control. I'm feeling better. I'm feeling lighter. I'm very excited. The sun's starting to come out. It's almost summer and it's time to get the garden in the ground. And you guys know, if you've been watching my videos, the gardening thing. I love the gardening thing. I normally lose 10 pounds during gardening season just from being in my garden so much. I eat less in the summer. I think we all do, right? Is that a thing? I know that my appetite just is partially gone in the summer. I just want to be outside. I want to be out in the sun. I want to be playing with my flowers. I want to be playing in the garden. Plus, I feel like I have to protect it from all the deers and rabbits and everything else. We live in the woods, and I'm vegan, so we're not going to hurt them. All right, so I just wanted to share the update. I want you guys to get excited with me and share my happiness, and let you know a few of the things that are going to be coming up. There are going to be videos coming up. I've decided to share the food videos on both channels, on my Vegan Kitchen Magician channel, because I've had that channel for so long. I'm not going to give it up, but I'm going to share them here too for people who don't want to have to go back and forth between channels. So that way you can just see everything on one channel. All right, so ciao everybody. Have a great rest of your today. Today is Sunday the 7th, I believe. And I'll be posting this video in just a little bit. So there's your update. Bye everyone.